Whether you've opened Google Docs from your Google Drive, from the Docs tab, or from your Docs app on your Chromebook, we all start at the same place. When you first open up Google Docs, the first thing you want to do is to rename your document. Every document will show up as an untitled document, so I want to rename this. And all I do, unlike Word, you don't have to do File, Save As. You simply click on the untitled document or the name of the document and give it a new name. So we'll call this one our test document. And then we click OK. As I'm typing, you will notice up here it says saving and all changes saved in the drive. That's the one benefit from using Google Docs instead of Word. As you type, it's saving your document. So as I type, the Google Docs is saving my documents. As I type space, Google is saving the changes that I make to my document. Now let's say you're typing and you've done a lot of work and you accidentally erase something, a lot of your paper. Up here where it says all changes saved to drive, if you click on that, over here on the right it shows the revision history and what your revision looks like. So if I go down here to show more detailed revisions, I can see all the times in the last 10 minutes that I've revised this document. So anything that's written in green is what I've added to this document. If I click here, there's the one I had at 445. If I click here, there's the one I had at 439, and that's what I've added. If I want this version back, then I just click Restore this version, and it'll bring that one back to the top of the list. Google Docs, the menus are very similar to Microsoft Word. You have your editing toolbar up here at the top with your indents, increasing indents, your bullet types, your paragraph, how you're going to line it right, left, or center. You can insert a link. This is your formatting for your font. This is your undo and redo. This is your print menu. Underneath File, this is where I share my document. This is where I can create a new doc, spreadsheet, presentation, or form. I can open a Google Doc. I can rename if I want to rename this document. And I can click OK. I can make a copy of this document, and this is a good one to use, especially if you pull this from your Canvas website. You want to make a copy of the document before you start typing. I can move it to a specific folder or to trash. Again, I can see the revision history if I click here. I can change the language of my Google Doc, and I can download it. So once I'm done, if I want to download it as a Word, that's what my teacher wants me to submit, or a PDF document, then I can download that to that specific format. I can also publish it to the web, and if I have other classmates working with me on this document, I can email those classmates to let them know I've made changes in the document. The edit menu is very similar to Word. View lets you view the different options of how you want to look at your paper. Insert lets me insert an image, a link, an equation, a footnote, a comment. If your friends have edited your paper and they insert a comment similar to this is a comment that was entered. You highlight the word or the phrase. For example, here I go to Insert, Comment, and then I can write here, you have duplicate words in this sentence. And I can leave a comment, and it's going to highlight those. So once I come back to my paper, I can see those, click on it, I can take care of it, and then I go over here and I click resolve. So that comment goes away. Here's my format, again, for formatting your font, paragraph styles, my tools. A good tool to use underneath here is the research. You can research directly while you are working on your paper. You can do some research over here. Say my paper's over dinosaurs. I can do some research. I have images. If I want to pull an image to my document, I can pull an image to my document, and I can format that image. I can wrap it with the text, so I can move it down here. And then it also pulls in where that image comes from. So I have part of my citations for this paper. I can also add a table if I need a table, and I just drag. Once I get to my insert table, I can do whatever size I want. Add-ons is a good way. This is items that you can add to Google Docs to make it more efficient for you. I have two. I can add more. One add-on that I would like each one of you to add to your Google Docs is EasyBib. This is automatic bibliography and citation generator. So most of these add-ons are free, so I want to add EasyBib. So I'm going to click where it says free. And it will wait to authenticate your Google account. And then I just click accept. And once I click accept, access your data, it's successful. If I go back to add-ons, then if I go back to add-ons, there's EasyBib. And I can manage my bibliography. I can open that up and I can start working on my bibliography as I'm working on my paper. I have my help menu here. Over here on the right, I have my comments. So if I want to add just a general comment or reopen different comments that I've already had, or if I want to share my document, here's another way to share your document. So this was a brief overview of Google Docs and what you need and some of the highlights of things that you can use as you're working with your